Shalom. First and foremost, I'd like to give all praise to Yahweh, Ba'Shem, Yahushai, Ba'Shem Rakakadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles, a great millstone who are teaching this truth with sincerity. And a shout out to Yakim, who's out there on four corners of the earth proclaiming this truth. Rock of the Yahweh, Rock of the Yahushai, Ba'Shem Rakakadash, Rock of Dum. So, we've been seeing some very interesting things happen this week, especially the fact that, 2/3 of our people are going to go ahead and worship the Queen of Heaven, aka Mother Mary worship, Isis, Horeth, Seth, which are the pagan names, because all stretch Christianity is just a collectivism, which is why they call it Catholicism, collectively stretching and putting it all into one, using the Bible to do so, to stretch all these pagan philosophies and just put it into one. Better known as stretch Christianity, which is a nickname for pretty much Christianity, Mother Mary worship. So they're going to celebrate Easter thinking that has something to do with the Bible, and it doesn't, because all stretch Christianity is the pagan worship, but they use the Bible to stretch and put everything in, to try to piece the puzzles together. And so Notre Dame, which means woman, High Woman of Paris, that burned down. The Roman cathedral had burned down. So we know that Rome is burning. And there's going to be even a bigger fire in Rome, because the high place of Rome, of course, we know is the United States, but part of that new world order will be to take out the old world order, which has been run by Babylon the Great, America. So all the nations are going to be turning against America in this final war, bringing in the new world order. But the Most High is against Gog and Magog. Behold, I am against you, O Gog, as the scriptures say. So we know that their plan, first they'll fight each other, they'll destroy Babylon the Great, which is a plan of the Most High, and then they will unite together. That's why the Space Force between Russia and the United States is there, because while they first fight each other, then they're going to fight against the Most High, which are the angels and the chariots, because he is coming to redeem his elect, which is why we come out here and teach to begin with, to wake up the rest of the elect. So that way, man, we ain't got to wait any longer. We can get out of here, because who wants to stay here? Is there any future here? Everything's being outsourced to where pretty much everything's electronic. The only thing that you can do as far as getting a job right now is if you work for Uber or you drive a truck. But even that is all regulated by the computer system. A lot of truckers are even leaving that, and then we're taking the jobs because, hey man, we just adapt. That's what we've done all our life, because we have not had, our place for a very, very long time. Because, 2/3, which, hey man, when all Yasha ain't in accordance, ain't in one, that means that the whole nation gets judged, and that's why we are scattered among the nations, because 2/3 of our people wanted to be like the other nations, which is why we were brought up in this high place of idol worship. But these casting crowns, these high place of idol worship, is being brought to a low, which means that the Most High is redeeming himself unto us. So unto us, our Savior is coming back, and that's Yahushai HaMashiach. Not any of them other names, and definitely not any of them other images that we once thought were the images of the Most High, but they're not. They don't even match it biblically. And we've been coming out here and teaching for quite a while that that's not the image of the Most High. That's Caesar Borgia, which is Esau. So I'm going to read out of Romans chapter 13, starting verse 2. Whosoever therefore resisteth the power, resisteth the ordinance of Yahweh, and they that resist shall receive to themselves damnation. So pretty much, you want to go to them temples made by hands, you're going to watch it get cast down, because now our power, is returning to us, to his elect, to redeem his elect. For rulers are not a terror to do good works, but to the evil. Wilt thou not be afraid of thy power? Do that which is good, and thou shalt have praise of the same. And that's what we're doing, because the third temple is not a building made of hands, but rather it's the house of David being built up, you know. And that's what these Christians can't really wrap their fingers around. They think it's a physical temple, which is why Notre Dame was made to begin with, But it was really to worship themselves, because that's nothing but iconoclasm in there, gargoyles, and all kinds of other shit that was in that building. It's nothing but idol worship. The minister of Yahweh, to thee good, but if thou do which is evil, be afraid. For he that beareth not the sword in vain, for he is the minister of Yahweh, a revenger, to execute wrath upon him that doeth evil. And that's what's going to happen. We're going to receive power of the Most High and rule with them and bring, we're going to bring judgment on this place, because it's nothing but a place of idol worship. We're casting down things right now. We don't celebrate these so-called holidays because we know that there's nothing holy about these days. Easter's nothing more than fertility, Isis worship. So we know that Isis is nothing more than an Edomite creation, not the Ishmaelites, but Esau, Edom created Isis. So we know that all Amalekites don't claim to be Jewish. A lot of them claim to be Arabs, aka mixed race. And that's who Isis is. Wherefore you must be subject, not only for wrath, but also for conscience sake. So, you just want to be in concordance with the Most High. For this cause you tribute also, for they are Yahweh's ministers, attending continually upon this very thing. And that's what we're doing, We are pretty much his contenders. We're contending for this truth, We're getting on our feet and we're coming out here and we're teaching, despite what others might think of us. Render therefore to all their dues, tribute to whom tribute is due, custom to whom custom, fear to whom fear, honor to whom honor. So we honor those that are in the truth. We honor the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. We honor those that give true witness and those joined unto us. And most of all, one man owe no man anything but to love one another, for he that loves another hath fulfilled the law. So love your fellow Hebrew Israelite brothers. And if you love them, you'll come out here and teach to the lost sheep of Israel. That is the elect of us that just need to be awakened. So that way we can finish this thing. Drop down to verse 11. And that knowing the time, that now is the high time to wake out of sleep, for now is our salvation nearer than when we believe. That's why we're starting to see chariots pop up. That's why we're starting to see Rome being cast down. We're starting to pretty much see all the things that once put us in bondage. We're starting to see that disappear. That means that the Most High is getting closer, and bringing judgment on this place, So all these places of idolatry are going to be destroyed. Most of all, Babylon the Great is going to be destroyed. The place of our captivity, our final captivity, the final Egypt is about to be destroyed, which is what's going to bring in the New World Order, and it's going to come at a day and an hour one expected not. But before that time comes Jacob's trouble, when martial law is declared and the army after next, which is the UN, comes and takes over this place. There's already a national emergency that had been declared earlier this year, and the government was shut down. So this place, Babylon, is falling in every way possible. The night is far spent, the day is at hand. Let us therefore cast off the works of darkness and let us put on the armor of light, which is what we're doing, We're putting on the armor of light. We're proclaiming this truth. And, they can't control us anymore with stretch Christianity or make us worship Caesar Borgia or call upon those false names, because we now know who we are. And this more than anything else is why they're flagging videos, claiming copyrights on things that have nothing to do with copyrighted material. Let us walk honestly as in the day, not in rioting and drunkenness. We're not rioting, we're not protesting anything, even though they want to portray us as such, which is why they featured us in the news earlier this year. They want to portray us, like a Black Panther group, but we're not a Black Panther group. We're not affiliated with any of those things. Not in chambering and wantonness, not in strife and envy. And most of all, though, we ain't going in front of Washington, D.C., detesting anything. Ah, man, Rome's going to do what it's going to do. It's going to get destroyed anyways. You know, we detest what Esau does, yes, but we're not getting in the face of. You know, we just come out here and we teach what needs to be taught, so that way the elect of us can wake up and we can get out of here and America can be destroyed forever. So we never ever have to look back upon it. But put ye on the Lord Yahushua HaMashiach, and make not provision for the flesh to fulfill the lust of it. You know, which is why we don't envy one another. If someone else has more than what we got, well then what do we need to do to obtain that? Or, you know, and all these things though, most of all, we love one another. We love this truth. We have a love for this truth. And hey, whatever personal difference is, that all evaporates, because the love for this truth, the love of Yahushua HaMashiach, is what does bring us together. It's the tie that binds us. So for all that, I hope this has been edifying. And like everything else though, now man, we're going to worship the Most High. And we're going to pretty much be disassociated with those that want to celebrate Easter, which we know is wicked. And we're going to tell our people that it's wicked. You know, that this has nothing to do with the Most High. Because that's what Catholicism is. Stretched Christianity. Putting in philosophies that have nothing to do with the Bible. For that, I want to say, Barak Yahweh, Barak Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakal Kadash, Barak Death to America, and death to you 2/3.